These two are almost exactly the same, except for one very important characteristic. So both of these have time, both of them have weight. Both of them are lower profile, both of them are USB rechargeable. Both of them have a silicone pad for protection, and they are roughly the same size, same weight. One's curved edges, one's square edges, not a big deal. What's the biggest difference? The biggest difference between these two scales and why I would probably buy the Maestri House over the MHW-Bomber is that this scale gives you the ability to switch from grams to ounces. I need the ability to switch to that when I'm doing some other stuff, whether it's measuring for baking or sort of cross-using my scale. But both of them, in terms of the measurements that I've done with my system and the beans and the counts and all that kind of stuff, are relatively simple and relatively the same. I do like the rounded edges. I don't know that I love that there's no writing on the actual base. I like the writing on the base, not because I can't figure that out, because fortunately or unfortunately, I do figure that out. But what if one of my kids, I say, can you measure out some coffee beans? He's not necessarily as familiar with the scale. This one still says power. This one, when it's off, says absolutely nothing, which is kind of cool in its own sense, I guess, because you got to be able to, if you want to operate the scale, you got to be able to do that. And that's that MHW-Bomber. This is the Maestri House, which again, so this is the one I like because of those couple conveniences there. The writing on there, the switches from grams to the ounces. They're both very similar in terms of price point. They're both very similar in terms of construction, weight, all the rest of it. They sit on my machine roughly the same. They tar roughly the same. They can stand out a little bit. Their feet are big enough to be able to fit sort of on the edge if my cups are a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. So they all give you the ability to do the same thing, but this one has a couple features that make it a little better for the same price point and what you're looking for in your espresso scale at this price level.